Hello. Let's start with a section on objects and data structures. And to start with, we'll look at some basic concept of object-oriented programming. So, object-oriented programming is programming where everything is considered to be an object. A system is composed of objects, and the system itself is also an object. And the execution of a system is caused by interactions between objects. So as we said, in object-oriented programming, everything is an object. A student is an object, a professor is an object, a desk, a chair, a classroom, a whole building, everything is represented as an object. So a whole university is also an object, and a city, a country, the world, and even the universe. Everything that we can represent and want to represent in a system is an object. So systems are composed of these objects. So for example, an educational system is composed of objects, students, teachers, subjects, and so on. An information system is composed of objects, objects that are data, databases, and users that all work together and make an information system. A computer system is also made of objects. We can distinguish software, hardware, also the humans and the data that is all presented in a computer system. So, object-oriented programming is all about objects. So, what is an object? So, an object, when we talk about object-oriented programming, is something that we want to represent. And we represent this in an object-oriented programming language by giving an object methods and variables. The variables are data of the object, and the methods are actions we can perform on it. So let's, for example, look at an object which is a circle. So a circle is an object, it's a thing that we want to represent with an object. So actions that we can perform on a circle, or things we want to do with a circle, is, for example, draw it. So we can have methods in the circle that are called draw circle. And variables of a circle, attributes that give properties to the circle, can, for example, be its color or its radius, that indicate properties of the circle. So let's look at that from a programming point of view. Here you see in some pseudocode kind of format an object-oriented representation of a circle. So we say circle C1, we give it a unique identification in green, and then we state the variables. The variables indicate the state the circle is in. So here we see a circle that has state that its color is pink and its radius is 3. And then we get some methods. Methods that we can invoke for the object that give behavior. And for example, here we see we can get its color, we can get the radius, or we can change its color, or we can change the radius, and we can draw the circle. So we see 5 methods that allow us to call some behavior of the circle that is in state color pink and radius 3. And like this one, we can make any type of circle. We can make a brown circle with radius 1, we see an example here. It has the same methods and we can call the same behavior. So let's look at some more examples. Students can also be objects. So what attributes and what behavior do students have? So for example, we can have a student that has name Ramon. He's got a student identification number. His age is 20. He's enrolled in a set of subjects. And he's got some grades that are related to the subjects. So that is the state of this particular student whose name is Ramon. What behavior do we want to call? Well, we want to, for example, obtain the name of the student, the average grade, or get the subject he's enrolled in, and so on. Or we want to change his name, we want to change his ID number, or we want to change the subject he's enrolled in. So these are all the methods we can define on the student. On the other hand, we see another student which has the same behavior but is in a different state. Because the name is Samantha, got another student identification number, her age is 21 and she's probably enrolled in some other subjects and she's got other grades. But you get the point, an object is a unique identification, variables or attributes that describe the state of an object, and some methods that you can use to get some information or behavior on the object. In the next section, we'll look a little bit more closer on objects and also classes.